Tony, good to see you again. You wrote a story about a dog named Cora, a combat dog, who apparently suffers from a post-traumatic stress disorder. Where was she deployed, and what did this dog do?
Cora deployed to Iraq, and her job was to sniff out the buried bombs that are the enemy's weapon of choice. She was very, very good for a long period of time. They could trust her off the leash. She would run out there, find them, lay down, essentially signal, hey, here's one right here. She saved American lives.
We're seeing a picture of her, I believe, with her handler. They called her a push-button dog. What does that mean?
Push button, all you got to do is say, Cora, go, and she did everything required of her, and she loved it, and it was all a game to her, and she trained up well, and her handlers felt close to her, and she performed very, very well until she didn't.
And how did she change? How did they know something was going on?
She wouldn't leave her handler. She wouldn't run loose like she had. She was quarrelsome. She snarled at other dogs. She just wouldn't do what they wanted her to do. And about that time, they redeployed home. And she became yet another dog who has really post-traumatic stress disorder. About a year ago, the veterinarians that run the military dog program out of Lackland Air Force Base, Texas, decided that really dogs too suffer from PTSD and need treatment.
And they did decide that, but there was some reluctance in calling it that. How come?
Well, two things. One, usually decisions like that are vetted through the,
veterinary
system,
right.
Yeah, the publications and professional review, et cetera, et cetera. But also they didn't want to seem disrespectful to the soldiers, Marines, sailors, airborne who have PTSD to somehow say, and a dog has what you have. But they finally decided they needed to call it something. They needed to signal that some of these dogs that come home, they need help, and they cannot redeploy because they could be dangerous. They could not do their job when it is required of them, and Americans could get killed or injured very severely.
And let's talk about that. Your article talked about, I think, an enormous amount. I think 2,500 dogs, combat dogs, or 2,500 dogs trained at the Air Force Base. And what percentage of them do they think come back with this canine PTSD?
Hundreds and hundreds of dogs have deployed. They're a little cagey on just how many, but they're everywhere in Afghanistan where American troops are, and they were everywhere in Iraq also. They are estimating, and it's an estimate, maybe 10%. That would be hundreds of dogs came back with PTSD, some of whom so severely traumatized they can never work again for the Department of Defense or Border Patrol or law enforcement, and they just have to be adopted out and let to rest in somebody's backyard and play with the kids. Some can be reconditioned as they were trained up, maybe even given Xanax, and put back either in the field, redeployed to Afghanistan now, or work for law enforcement. Now, Cora, thank goodness for Cora's sake, has a mild case, and they've retrained her, so she will never deploy again. She will go to Afghanistan, but she can still help. She's training the trainers.
Yeah, I want to talk about that because
Sure.
she's not necessarily all better. She's actually a little moody and a little difficult.
Absolutely.
So this is great for the trainers.
And yeah, she's like that grumpy first sergeant you have in basic training. I mean, she's difficult. And so these young airmen, soldiers, Marines, sailors that want to become dog handlers, they give them Cora, among other dogs. And let's see if you can handle a dog who's bulky and who may do what you want or not. Because if you can't handle a bulky dog here, we don't want you to forward deploy and not be able to handle the dog. So in her grumpiness, Cora is still helping save American lives, more indirectly this time, but still helping.
The dogs you were talking about, they come back from combat and often they're retrained to go into border or whatever. So they're being treated with training, with Xanax, things like that. Put it in context for us. Dogs in the military is a very passionate subject, shall we say. Tell us about what happened in Vietnam.
Oh, absolutely. Dogs were used in Vietnam for many of the same purposes, looking for buried explosives, going into tunnels, guard dogs, what they call controlled aggression. Very, very important in Vietnam. They didn't come home, most of them, for various reasons, and it's still...
Well, they were left behind,
They
correct?
were left behind. Some of them had an illness that the military didn't want to deal with, so they left them behind. A lot of residue of anger of dog handlers these many decades later that their dogs were left behind. Military now has made it very, very clear. These dogs that we have now, they're not equipment. They're coming home. And when they come home, and if they need treatment, they're getting treatment.
getting treatment for this canine PTSD. Tony Perry, thanks so much for bringing us this story. Now, you can read Tony's entire story on canine PTSD by clicking on the link on our website, kpbs.org. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure.